take on South Africa in a must-win match for both countries at the ongoing Africa Cup of Nations in Egypt tonight. We're now joined by our senior sport producer, Kaviva Demburuka, to talk to us about what might happen. Very good afternoon to you, Kavi, and thank you so much for joining us.
Afternoon, and thanks for having me.
Yeah, let's perhaps start off with a little bit of history. The last time Namibia played South Africa in the African Cup of Nations was, I believe, in Burkina Faso in '98, where we lost the game 4-1 by Benny McCarthy, I think, scoring 3 or not all of those goals. Do you think that bad part of history will haunt us tonight?
They're talking about South Africa versus Namibia. It's a big match. There's much at stake tonight. And going back to those years that we mentioned, '98, I remember that we defeated them here in Windhoek at Pact Independence Stadium. And after that, we went to Burkina Faso for the African Cup of Nations. And Benny McCarthy, his message at that time was like, I will get you on the other side, Namibia. Yeah. So he went to score a hat-trick in that one. And looking at the two nations, we have played like altogether 9 matches between South Africa and the Brave Warriors. Out of these 9 matches, Namibia have only won 2. South Africa have won 6. And then the other game ended in a draw. So the record, but you should never judge a team on the statistics sometimes when it comes to big events like the African Cup of Nations.
Yeah. Now, Namibia started the AFCON, unfortunately, with a defeat. The fans are divided as to what Maneti should do. How do you think we should change our game plan this time around? This game is a big one. It's a big match for both countries. We started with a defeat. South Africa also started with a defeat. And I think against Morocco, as a team, we played as a unit. We played very good. I think the majority of the Namibians, I think they were happy about the team performance on the day, on that day. And for Maneti, going into this match, what he needs is goals. We need to score goals in today. If we fail to score, I think then we'll pack our bags and come home early. Yeah. We don't want to exit for the tournament so at the early stage, Yeah. So for the boys, they have to deliver tonight. There are some fans who are saying that the players not being encouraged to score. We're playing too much of a defensive game. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, it's true. I think even the plan against Morocco was to defend, and maybe to get something from the match, like a 0-0 draw. And that potential draw was just there until in the 89th minute when we scored an own goal. And I think for today, he can just play both, defending and also playing offensive football going forward to get the goal, because we need a goal. And I think today he will stick to the 4-4-2. But it's in the last matches, we never played with 2 strikers. And now maybe what we will do tonight, he play just main striker, Shalulile, and maybe 2 players behind them, like Chitembi or Hoto, just behind Shalulile, to assist Shalulile to get the goals. Because I know that at the back, we are safe there. Yeah. And even in the middle, if Keshire can just play deep, and Starke can also move forward. For us to get a goal, we need a goal today against South Africa.
All right.
And South Africa, after the defeat against Ivory Coast, they also want to
win.
Yeah, to win as well.
Now, lastly, we have a lot of, quite a number of players that are playing football in South Africa. Do you think that will play to our advantage, having players in the squad that are savvy and know-how of how the South Africans are playing their game?
The section of both countries' players, they know each other very well, and that will also make the match exciting, because after the AFCON they will be back in the PSL, and the players will now. We showed you at the AFCON, yeah. We defeated you, and all these things will come up. But let South Africa make the same mistake that they made against Ivory Coast, by thinking that Namibia will be like just a walk in the park for them. I think Namibia, there's a word, those are full of words. They will tell you that you must never count on history to determine your future. And that's what they have never lost a match against Ivory Coast, but they were defeated by Ivory Coast in the AFCON, in the current AFCON. Yeah. So now for them it's like we beat Namibia 6 times in the past, so it will also be a walk in the park against Namibia. Let them make that mistake. I'm telling you, this Brave Warriors team, if they play the way we played against Morocco, there is something for us tonight.
All right, Kavi.
And tonight is the night.
Thank you so much. Well, that was Kavi, our senior sport producer, talking to us about the
predictions and what he thinks might happen today. And they're also saying that we must not count on what happened in the past to determine the future of tonight's game. Now,